Alright, so 4-2 is solving the system by substitution. There's 3 problems. I don't know if you consider that long or not. Oops. Well, we have something to do, yeah. Alright. Example 1. Our system is y is equal to 3/4 x minus 1 and x equals -4. All of these we're solving the systems by substitution. Yep. That's correct. So substitution is you're going to take something out and put something in. Since this one is solved for x, what we're going to do is sub this in for that x. So I'm rewriting this top one, y equals 3/4, and instead of x now, I'm going to put my -4. No, we got to simplify it. So y equals, in your calculator, or if you know what it is, what is 3/4 times -4 is? -3 is right. Minus 1. So y is -4. When y is -4, what is x? -4. So our point is -4, -4. Remember, even that we're not graphing, we are still looking for our intersection. And if you, I didn't lose my paper. And if you look at it, our first one that we had yesterday was -4, -4. This was the thing. So no matter if you graph it or if you use substitution, you're going to get the same answer. The reason you would sometimes use substitution versus graphing is sometimes substitution is quicker, and also if it's not a whole number, it definitely is, you'll get more accurate. All right, example 2. Y equals 4x minus 1 and y equals -x plus 4. We're solving the system by graphing, or by substitution, sorry. So y equals 4x minus 1 and y equals -x plus 4. So Riley, what could I say, what could I do if y equals 4x minus 1 and y equals -x plus 4? What could we say?
-x plus 4 equals 4x minus 1.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're substituting this in for there, and that is right. So you have -x plus 4 is equal to 4x minus 1. This said y equals this, and it said y equals this.
Oh, yeah.
So that means these two equal each other. Okay. Alright, then we just solve it out. So we're going to add x to both sides. So we have 4 is equal to 5x minus 1. Add 1. So we have 5 is equal to 5x. Divide by 5. X is equal to 1. Now I know that my x is equal to 1. How do I find out what y is? Yep. Substitute in, yes. So we're going to go y equals -1 plus 4. You could have done it in either one of these. It doesn't matter. You get y equals 3. So my point is 1, 3. Alright, last example. Anybody not have this? Okay. We have the 3y is equal to a negative x minus 3 and 4x minus 3y is equal to 12. Lincoln, do you have the top one? Okay. So, we are still using substitution to solve the system. Before we can use substitution, we have to get one of the variables by itself. So, what are we going to do? What can we get by itself? The y. So I'm going to take this first one, I'm going to rewrite it, 3y is equal to a negative x minus 3, just bringing it down. And I'm going to solve it for y. So I'm going to divide by 3. I get y is equal to a negative 1/3 x minus 1. Alright. Hannah, what do you think I can do now? Okay, well, you could, and then you could set them equal to each other, but we know what y equals, right? Do you see how it says 4x minus 3y is equal to 12? Where could we put this right here? Yep, and we could put it in for y. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 4x minus 3, and then we're putting, instead of y, we're putting this. So we have negative 1/3 x minus 1 is equal to 12. And what am I distributing? Josh, what am I distributing? Am I distributing 3 or negative 3? Negative 3. Yep, you have to make sure you're distributing negative 3. So I have 4x, negative is a positive. 3 times 1/3 is 1. And so we have 1x. Negative and negative is a positive again. 3 times 1 is 3. Is equal to 12. Combine like terms. So I have 4x plus x is 5x. Plus 3 is equal to 12. Subtract my 3. I have 5x is equal to 9. And then simply divide by 5. X is equal to 1.8. You might not think that 9 divided by 5 is actually going to be a whole, well, it's not a whole number, but it's not a repeating, it's actually 1.8. So now we have 1.8 for our x. How do I find out what my y is? Yep, you could do it for this one, or I really recommend you always take it to one of the tops just in case you did some error. So then you know that those were the original. So I'm actually going to take it to, actually it probably won't matter because we didn't make the mistake. So we have y is equal to, we'll just do it to that one, negative 1/3 times 1.8 minus 1. In your calculators, put that in. Negative 1 divided by 3 times 1.8 minus 1. See what you guys get. Negative 1.6. So our point is 1.8 comma negative 1.6, right? The one we did we were really, really close on guessing. We were really close on guessing what it was. Yep. With substitution? Are you thinking of a different method? Because we're learning another method tomorrow, but with substitution you have to solve for one of the variables and sub it in.
Yeah, I think I was thinking
Yep, and we're going to learn a different method tomorrow. Yep. Yep. Alrighty.